and every day I'm looking forward to next. Nice, yeah. The other thing which I really didn't mention to get into is the being in touch with the universal love. The body has that understanding of wanting to be at peace at all times. You're more in tune to the trees, the grass, the earth, and you feel very humble just by its existence and by your existence, saying that you feel very at peace with yourself, and wherever you are, exactly where you should be. And anyway, that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Bye. My name is Arnold. Today is I think it's July 24th. It's almost like 1 month after I finished the fast. I did finish 21 days. The main reason why I did it is to heal my eye. And after drinking water for 21 days, losing 20 pounds, my eye did not heal at all. Ask me if I was sorry I did it, the answer would be no. What happened was a little different than what I expected would happen. I thought my eye would heal, but it didn't. So I lost a lot of weight. The main thing I learned from it, I guess, the 40th day, I had almost like an epiphany, which is 21 days of water fast, maybe about 10 days of refeeding, maybe another 25 days of just kind of trying to gain my weight back. For the most part, I gained all my weight back. But on the 40th day, I almost felt like either Moses or Jesus or something like I was in a state of shock. And the reason why I was in a state of shock was all of a sudden I came to the realization that I'm meant not to survive in this world. I'm meant to be of service. I said, wow, that kind of threw me by surprise. Because I was thinking of everything that I did, and then I said, why am I here? Or why am I living in this world? And I said, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Why is there so much war in this world? Why is there so much disease? And it's almost like I said, let me take some responsibility for that. So what I've done since then is, number one, I started, I began volunteer at a farm. What I do is I volunteer at a co-op farm, and I do whatever they ask of me. I don't get paid, nor do I ask for anything. The main thing I've noticed when I'm working on a farm is that a lot of waste goes along there, especially in the weed department. I think what's one of our great resources that we're really not taking advantage of. In the next 6-7 months, I'm going to devote myself to weeds. I think we have the lamb's quarter, we have dandelion, all these weeds. They grow there. We look at it, farm it. What they do is they pull it out, and they throw it out. I would say at least 50% of the farm's area is weed. To me, that's a big waste of time. What does that mean to world problems? I'll tell you. I got it all figured out. It's kind of unbelievable, but I've figured it out. If we have all this weed, and I'm telling people they pretty much grow weed in their backyard, and what they do is rather than buying produce, they just eat from the backyard. If they eat from the backyard, then therefore the only best way of eating weeds from the backyard is drinking green smoothies, which I'm about green smoothies. Most of my daily diet today, green smoothies. In order to gain weight back, I ate 9 bananas a day, plus 8 oranges, 2,000 calories. For the most part, I gained my weight back. But in any case, in order for the weed to taste good, they got to eat fruit. So there's no reason why there should be any malnutrition in this country. There's plenty of weeds. You don't need seed. You don't need to raise it. You don't need to take care of it. It grows on its own, which means farmers. I'm working a farm right now. I'm really going to put emphasis on the weed. I'm going to take this knowledge and they're going to share it with other people. You have dandelion. We had a dandelion smoothie the other day. The best. I felt like I was in seventh heaven after drinking that. I used dandelions, bananas, dates, little apple, some water. You got yourself a good drink. Same thing with lamb's quarters. Same thing with clover. Same thing with a lot of other weeds. So that's one of the things that I've learned, that for the most part, I see this world, a lot of suffering. When you start drinking green smoothies, what happens is you take your body begins to transform. Your brain begins to transform. What happens is you're getting all these fruits and vegetables in a single drink, and your mind becomes much more clear. We had a girl, at least 4 cases today. I have a health food store. We had a girl came in today, 20 years old. I looked at her. I knew she was in trouble. She had darkness underneath her eyes. Darkness underneath the eyes means kidney problems. Anyway, I want to get involved with that. That's one phase that I remember. The 40th test, one thing that came across to me, I get more involved with Greening of America. The second thing that came to my mind, and which I already started doing, is I got to write more. Since my fast, I've written at least 2 articles, one on about the fast, and one about breast cancer, and tonight I'm going to write about Your Face Never Lies. So these are all things that I believe I want to take charge of, not only myself, but that of others. Before I go even further, I want to take off my shirt. For the most part, I want to show what happens. I think you saw I lost 20 pounds. My body becomes thin, but within 3-4 weeks, went back to its original weight. Keep in mind too, like today, do I look too bad? I don't look too bad. Yeah, I have very little fat. I don't think I do, I'm not sure. Anyway, I volunteered at a farm. I went to bed last about 11:30, got up at like 5:30. Actually got up at 3:30, but I got up at 5:30 because I didn't feel like I'm that early. Your sleep becomes much less when you're on a right diet. Your sleep becomes much. You don't need as much sleep. Also, when you're on a mission, life becomes much more important to you. Every moment, since the fasting was important before the fast, but every moment is a glorified moment in life. I'm watching Morgan. I'm looking at the trees. I'm looking at the nice tree over there too, by the way. Really nice tree. I want to climb it, but I can't. The thing is, I was thinking about climbing. In fact, this next week I'm going rock climbing. 59 years old. My body feels that of a 35-year-old. As I said before, in the fast, once you go on a water fast, you lose 1 day of toxin for every year. For every day you go on a fast. I went 21 days. I'll lose 21 years. So another 3 more fasts. I'll be minus 5 years old. The only other thing I want to say is pretty much well at peace with myself. There's 2 major issues. I talked about going back to becoming more involved with green. I'm doing it. More writing, I'm doing it. My relationships, my most important relationship is with myself, which means the whole key when you go on a water fast makes you really clear that in order to be happy, you have to be happy with yourself. From the time you go to bed, the time you go to sleep, every single moment is a blessing. If you take that on another level, it's almost like you want to be in close with God. When anybody goes on a water fast, I don't care whether they're agnostic, they're different religions, they all suddenly on a 10 or 15 day, they become really clear that they're just part of the whole, and there's a great universe, great knowing that's really responsible for our well-being. I'm trying to think of other words to say. I think I talked long enough. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching this, maybe buying it also. And I want to thank Morgan, and that's about it.